Fingers crossed on that one.
Crossed for sure. You don't break a leg, as they say. We've got a donation jar in the front. All the funds from that go directly to the musicians that perform here tonight. It's really, really important to us to support musicians. That's why we do everything we do here. And it's really, music is meant to be shared. And for all you guys to come out tonight, and give these musicians the opportunity to do that, it just means the world to us, and I think probably for them too. That's what really, makes music happen. It keeps it going and allows these musicians to keep doing what they really love. And that's just so important to lots and lots of people. And I'm really excited for the rest of the show. And take it away.
I left my water bottle there. Would you mind taking it? Very transparent moment of the show right there. Thank you. Stay hydrated. There you go. Thank you so much, Connor. Appreciate it, brother. Adversity, no one's exempt. And life will never be what you expect. You gotta think good, you gotta think well. Even if you're feeling unhappy as hell, take it easy. Take a deep breath. You can fake it. Oh, so much is what you make it. Take it easy. Even when it's winter, keep summer in your heart. See the bigger picture when they're picking you apart. When there is a desert that is drying up your soul, listen to the rushing of the waterfall. Take it easy. Take a deep breath. You can fake it. Oh, so much is what you make it. Take it easy. Maybe ignorance is bliss, or maybe it's a choice to listen to the music and tune out all the noise. There is so much noise. Take it easy. Take a deep breath. You can fake it. Oh, so much is what you make it. Take it easy. Take a deep breath. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you to the Broken Strings, of course. That was a lot of fun. It was very cool. So I don't break a string, I will tune. But it is wonderful to be here, and like everybody's been kind of praising throughout this evening, is the focus on listening, which it's beautiful to say, but it's also, if you think about it, it's kind of sad that it's a rare thing these days, But it's great that we are kind of hearkening back to the days of gathering around a fire. So just imagine a little fire right here, telling stories. And this song is called The Prism. And it's, life has left and rights, up and downs all around, but you wouldn't know what laughter was if you didn't sometimes cry. you wouldn't know what exhilaration is if you didn't sometimes taste pain. You need that whole spectrum. Seasons harvest without the sweat, jackpot winnings without the bet, expertise without the practice, and the laughter without the sadness. There is a prism that dances the light, shade shining outward from darker to bright. Taken in part, it's just circumstance. Taken in full, it all makes sense. Mountain tops without the climb, helping hands without the kind, honeymoons without the promise, and the excitement without the solace. There is a prism that dances the light, shade shining outward from darker to bright. Taken in part, it's just circumstance. Taken in full, it all makes sense. Close to body but far from soul, living life with no thought of death. Take what we want and discard all the rest. There is a prism that dances the light, shade shining outward from darker to bright. Taken in part, it's just circumstance. Taken in full, it all makes sense. Taken in part, it's just circumstance. Taken in full, it all makes sense. So I live on the Pennsylvania side of the Delaware Water Gap now. So not too far from here, hour and 10 minutes or so. But for a long time, I lived in Nashville, Tennessee. The gathering ground of many songwriters. And in some ways, it still feels like home, but I just moved there. I don't know, it was maybe 3 months in, so I consider myself brand new. But I was in the back getting ready for a songwriters round. And there was this girl that said, "Oh, I just moved here from Ohio a month ago." And thankfully, this song just popped in my head right there. Where I thought I was this new, brand new person on the scene, and somebody was kind of right behind me coming in. And I'm certain that there was somebody behind her, and then ad nauseum, people kind of cycling in, cycling out. And as a songwriter, that inevitably spun out into a metaphor for life. called Moving In, Moving Out, Moving On. Guitar nestled in the trunk and heart thumping in her chest. Car rolls off the interstate as she makes her way from outer west. Takes a deep breath, anticipating what Nashville has in store. While the car heads home the other way, he made the same trip 3 years before. And you can try to hold back the winds of change, but like a feather falling on the sand, just get blown away. Someone's where you were and someone's where you're gonna be. The only thing that's constant is we're changing constantly. Moving in, moving out, moving on. A candle flickers on the front porch as he says his last goodbye. He knows he has no other choice, though it tears him up inside. A tear-stained hand behind the door weakly shields her eyes. But when a heart is left in pieces, there's another who will make it right. And you can try to hold back the winds of change, but like a feather falling on the sand, just get blown away. Someone's where you were and someone's where you're gonna be. The only thing that's constant is we're changed and constantly moving in, moving out, moving on. Well, it seems like only yesterday that he moved into this world. Laughs and cries and full of wonder, a story to be told. But now the sun is setting and his days are almost past. But his wide eyes marvel yet again at a new light approaching so fast. And you can try to hold back the winds of change, but I recommend you let them sweep you up and on their way. Someone's where you were and someone's where you're gonna be. The only thing that's constant is we're changing constantly, moving in, moving out, moving on. Moving in, moving out, moving on. Thank you. Drop my pick. Oh, there it goes. Oh. Usually these things disappear into the black hole. So I'm really excited I found it. I was like, oh, there it goes. It's gone forever. Don't worry. I'm not going to stay sappy singer-songwriter guy for every song. Don't you worry. Took you down. I'll take you up for a moment. Don't worry. So this song I had the idea for in New York City. Huddled into a street corner and recorded a little thought on a song. Then wrote it in Newport, Rhode Island, and then put a bow on it in Huntsville, Alabama while it was pouring outside, kind of curled up in my car. So sometimes you toss some puzzle pieces together and you wind up at Moore Barnes Studios playing that song. People say a lot of things they can promise to your face, but when you need them, walk away. Yeah, people are a funny bunch. Say they care and commit, but when you need 'em, then they quit. If people are many, then friends are few. But I wanna know, which one are you? I need a friend who can do what they say and mean what they do. Can I rely on you? Can I rely on you? Yeah. Not a way with the Buddhist state to get through the easy and tough times too. Can I rely on you? Can I rely on you? People come and people go, but I want to know. I said, can I rely on you? Oh yeah. People from time to time will disappoint, let you fall. We are human after all. But people, still can't surprise. Lift you up on your feet, give you just what you need. So when I am hurting or just need a hand, yeah, will you be one to meet me where I am? I need a friend who can do what they say and mean what they do. Can I rely on you? Can I rely on you? Not a there with a Buddhist stick to get through the easy and tough times too. Can I rely on you? Can I rely on you? People come and people go, but I want to know. I said, can I rely on you? Oh, 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 oh. I'm not denying that you are trying, yeah. But when the water's rising, when that storm is riding, we'll still be here as if the sun was shining. I need a friend who can do what they say and mean what they do. Can I rely on you? People come and people go, but I want to know. I said, can I rely on you? One more time, I said, can I rely on? Can I rely on? Can I rely on you? Yeah. Cheers, thank you. So this song is kind of what I typically describe as my mantra. And what I mean by that is, you know, sometimes it's not what I'm always living by, but it's what I always want to live by. It's what I kind of want to press into me. If I need to have this, if I need a thought to wake up to and to go to bed every night, this would be one of those thoughts. So this is my willing this thought into me. It's called I Wish You Well. To my mother and my father, whose love knows no limits. To my love by my side, whose heart found mine and saved it. To my dear friends, the mosaic who make up who I am. To those who've wronged me and taught me to be a better man, I wish you well. I wish you well. I wish you well. I to the king and the pauper. May they see we're all the same. One might have the crown, but someday both will have the grave. To those I've envied and those jealous towards me, may we all remember everyone has their own story. I wish you well. I wish you well. I wish you well. I wish you well. And if I'm honest, I don't always desire good, but that's when I need to choose it, to aspire to it. To the old and the young, both in time and in heart, the elder and the newborn, both have wisdom to impart. To every color you can imagine, from every nation, from every place, the truth of the matter is there's only one human race. I wish you well. 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 And to myself, I wish you well. Thank you. Thank you so much. So like I said, I used to live in Nashville, and the thing about Nashville is they are after the hits. You know, people are there cranking out 2 songs a day to try to get that gold radio top hit, which is usually about like 3 minutes and 20 seconds long. But sometimes you only need a couple minutes to tell your story. Sometimes you need 20 minutes. So I'm going to do something special tonight. I'm going to play a 15-minute epic song. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to play the opposite. I'm going to play a 2.5-minute song because that's all that's needed in this particular song, I think. And good time for a sip of water. This song, so my grandmother, who's no longer with us, R.I.P., but for the latter part of her life, I would say I was one of her closest friends. And that was interesting because for the majority of her life, she didn't even know who I was, didn't know that I would exist. And so that's just an interesting thought that, you know, we're living our lives now, and maybe tomorrow we're going to meet somebody that's incredibly important to us or learn something that completely changes the game. So this is a song about staying on your toes that we don't know what's waiting for us around the bend. For 60 years or so, you had yet to know the person I am today. My life unimagined, my features unfathomed, but now you can't forget my face. Pages and chapters, vignettes and scenes, we've only seen what we've been shown. Even tomorrow, it can all change with who or what we've yet to know. There have been times what I felt inside might be called love or pain, but depths of the heart and corners of the mind today is still far away. Pages and chapters, vignettes and scenes, we've only seen what we've been shown. Even tomorrow, it can all change with who or what we've yet to know. And so I wonder, just like my grandma, our precious friends to one day meet. And although there's so much I'll never know, what I do will be mine to teach. Pages and chapters, vignettes and scenes, we've only seen what we've been shown. Even tomorrow, it can all change with who, what we've yet to know. Pages and chapters, vignettes and scenes, oh, we've only seen what we've been shown. Even tomorrow, it can all change with who, what we've yet to know. Thank you. You know, that song has an Irish lilt to it. So there's a part of me that wonders if someday it would. I don't even have to know, but just the thought that someday in some random remote Irish pub they're singing that song. With the power of Spotify, you never know. One time randomly I got a message from a girl in South Korea saying, "I heard your song in a hamburger restaurant. I really liked it." You know, Spotify and those streaming services, they have their faults, but it is pretty cool that you can reach people all around the world. And speaking of Spotify, if I'm known for anything, it's this song because it's streamed. It's on, it's on some sort of playlist there, and it's got streamed quite a bit. But that being said, I do have albums here. If you'd like to, purchase one for the price of whatever you'd like, by all means. I have nothing against streaming, so feel free to do that. But those are here, and they're limited because I'm not going to make any more because my car doesn't have a CD player, so I get it. Or they don't make cars with CD players anymore. But this is from the first record that I made, first full album. And this is a song where it's kind of a commentary on our culture. Where, in this Western one, if you step back, it's kind of strange. We idolize these weird things like, fleeting youth or celebrity or physical appearance. Whereas other cultures, revere wisdom and true beauty and art. And this is a song kind of about those things called Grand. Bottle of red wine blossoms with age, and a life's mastercraft is revered in a frame. But somewhere along the line, wisdom became weak, and a quarter through our time is where we now hit our peak. You will do well to remember the wise. Look into their eyes and leave the mirror far behind. When did old start meaning too late? And when did grand stop meaning great? The obsession of the world is fleeing from the grave. Fleeting youth and looks are taking center stage. But beneath all the chatter, what is it we say? That your heart doesn't matter once your head shows some gray. You will do well to remember the wise. Look into their eyes and leave the mirror far behind. When did old star meaning too late? And when did grand stop meaning great? Run while you can, 'cause one day you will be slow. Shine while you can, 'cause one day the glow will go. But I hope it doesn't take till then for you to know that what really matters doesn't go when you grow. You will do well to remember the wise. Look into their eyes and leave the mirror far behind. When did old star meaning too late? And when did grand stop meaning? In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you feel the sunshine? Can't you just see the moon shining? Ain't it just like a friend of mine hit me from behind? Guess I'm gone to Carolina in my mind. And when the grand stop meaning great. So this is one that I don't play very often. That's usually an ominous sign. I shouldn't say that before a song. I don't play this very now. But if you listen to this one online, it's full band, really rock song. So you're hearing the stripped down acoustic version here. But I think that life is moving really quickly. And, it's very interesting, all the cool things that's happening. They say, like, I think every X amount of years, computing doubles, and we're sending rockets and doing all this interesting stuff, which I'm fascinated, just like everybody else. But I do think that there's a question that we haven't really answered. And what's our goal? At what point is it okay? Have we reached, a finish line? Because I do think that there's value in establishing a purpose. Or are we just bound to just, insatiably go and innovating? And I think it's just something worth pondering. And so this is kind of my signal flare, this song. Asking, what is our goal? What's our finish line with this? With everything we're doing. Do we want to end world hunger or feed a hunger for more? Do we want to make life easier or forget what these hands are for? Do we want to move faster and faster but never stop to look around? Do we want to learn everything there is to know, but no longer know ourselves? Where is our finish line? What is our goal? What's an eternal life without a soul? Will it ever be enough? Will we ever be satisfied? What is our goal? Where is our finish line? Do we want every comfort, or are we afraid to grow? Do we want to be entertained or distracted from being alone? Do we want to build something great but cut down the good that surrounds? Do we want to move toward the stars or run away from the here and now? Where is our finish line? What is our goal? What's an eternal life without a soul? Will it ever be enough? Will we ever be satisfied? What is our goal? Where is our finish line? Is it curiosity or greed? When does want supersede need? I believe in a better tomorrow, but have we chosen what that dream will be? Oh, what will that dream be? Where is our finish line? What is our goal? What's an eternal life without a soul? Will it ever be enough? Will we ever be satisfied? Where is our goal? Where is our finish line? Our finish line. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we'll move on to some optimism. We've got a couple more songs for you. This is my hopeful song. This is just my reminder that life is beautiful. It's always a good time to be reminded of that. Maybe you were taught while you were growing up that life's nothing but hard and you'll never have enough. Or maybe somebody made you believe people only let you down. You waited for someone to help. You're done waiting now. Whoever taught you that was taught it too. But if I could, let me share with you the truth. Life is full of lights. If there are lows, there will always be highs. Hope always holds on, and love always wins. And even when you can't see the shine, life is full of a lie. The past is always gone. You get a second chance every day to cut yourself some slack, to show yourself some grace. And when you look into the eyes of a baby or someone near the end, you remember life is too precious not to cherish every breath. And I promise you, there's good in everyone. Just like you, they're searching for the sun. Life is full of light. If there are lows, there will always be highs. Hope always holds on, love always wins. And even when you can't see the shine, life is full of a lie. And when it's hard and all you see is dark, just look up to a sky full of stars. Life is full of light. If there are lows, there will always be highs. Hope always holds on, and love always wins. And even when you can't see the shine, life is full of a lie. And even when you can't see the shine, life is full of lies. Thank you, everybody. Thanks so much. How am I doing on time? Got time for another one? Okay, awesome.
Are you going to play the ocean?
I can. That's by request. Oh, jeepers, all right. If the owner of the place requests something, you kind of do it. So, thank you. Well, I appreciate that, Dan. So the ocean's an interesting one in the sense that I wrote this song originally and I wrote it off. I was like, nah. I was a different key, it was a different feel, it felt different, and I was just like, it's not working. And with some further inspiration, maybe a couple years later, I revisited it. And now it's out in the world. I put my feet in the water, I wanted to be free. I put my feet in the water to forget about me. Or maybe it was to remember that what we call life is an adventure. I put my feet in the water, I wanted to be free. Problems arise when the wrong things are magnified. No man can stand against the ocean. No man can stand against the ocean. If you think you're strong, there's a wave to prove you wrong. No man can stand against the ocean. I went into the water, I wanted to be free. I went into the water to forget about me, or maybe it was to recall the beauty outside my walls. I went into the water, I wanted to be free. Problems surface when the wrong things are put in focus. No man can stand against the ocean. No man can stand against the ocean. If you think you can, there's a wave to change your stance. No man can stand against the ocean. No man can stand against the ocean. No man can stand against the ocean. If you think you're strong, there's a way to prove you wrong. No man can stand against the against the ocean. No man can stand against the ocean. If you think you're strong, there's a wave to prove you wrong. No man can stand against the ocean. Cheers, thank you. But that theme, that is a theme that with this penultimate song here, because I have a different one I want to end with, if that's all right. You know, I think that Life is Full of Light song is kind of putting a focus on that. Life is beautiful and meant to be treasured and cherished, and that's true. But I think equally valid is kind of the other side of that horseshoe, that remembering that we are kind of insignificant in the scheme of it all. Not unimportant, but as I've heard somebody say, I can't take credit for this, but we are but a firefly blinking in the night. And I think there's something so beautiful about remembering that we're here and then we're not, and the world keeps on turning. So I find peace in that thought, and that's the central thought here, called Life Goes On. As the sun finally sets, fear and regret descend upon your brow. But all of your failures will fail to remember 100 years from now. Life goes on, and after we're gone, the world will still turn, fire will still burn, and the dark will give way to the dawn. One day Uncle Ray had no more to say, and we all shared a meal in his name. A life full of years, but as the plates disappeared, the conversation turned to the ball game. Life goes on, and after you're gone, the world will still turn, fire will still burn, and the dark will give way to the dawn. Kids never last, and kids grow up fast, from the crib to the finish line. They'll crawl, then they'll walk to the edge of the clock, with the next ones not far behind. Life goes on, and after you're gone, the world will still turn, fire will still burn, and the dark will give way to the dawn. Life goes on, and after we're gone, the world will still turn, fire will still burn, and the dark will give way to the dawn. Yes, the dark will give way to the dawn. Thank you so much. That's your dose of healthy nihilism for the evening. That's it. So I'll wrap up here with this one, and I'm choosing to do this one last, just because, again, with how much we're talking about how we value spaces like this, because I'm sure you guys, Broken Strings can empathize with this. Broken Springs will be your alter ego band there. You know, doing music, doing art is so interesting because I think generally you stumble upon it in innocence, maybe as a child, but with this wonder, with this wide-eyed wonder, with this passion, with this care. And especially if you start doing it for a living, there starts to become this grinding, this eroding, maybe this pressure. And maybe you stray from that initial purity that you had with it. And it's so important to at least try to get back to that. So places like this do that. Places like this restore faith in doing art for the sake of art. So thank you guys for helping to restore my faith this evening. And thank you, Dan and Connor, for leading the way in that. May there be many more faith restorations in this place. So this is a song about just getting back to those roots. And I hope whatever you're doing these days, that you get back to that root of loving it, of finding the joy in it. This is called I'm Going Back. Quiet down the chatter, block out all the noise, find somewhere I can listen to the truthful inner voice. I used to know why I started on this path. Most days I can't remember the joy that I had, but I'm going back to the innocence, to the freedom when I was young. I'm going back to the pure spirit, to doing something just for love. This world knows how to bring the weight down, but I'm turning around. I'm going back. Unravel expectations, walk away from the chase. Release all the pressure, let the fear float away. Oh, forget about the earnings, pay no mind to applause. May the only motive be a connection to the heart. 'Cause I'm going back to the innocence, to the freedom when I was young. I'm going back to the pure spirit, to doing something just for the love. This world knows how to bring the weight down, but I'm turning around. I'm going back. There was wisdom in the beginning. There was clarity in the unknown. I'm learning to get lost again, 'cause I'm going back to the innocence, to the freedom when I was young. I'm going back to the pure spirit, to doing something just for the love. This world knows how to bring the weight down, but I'm turning around. I'm going back. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Connor. Thank you, guys.